Here, you will notice a cave. It is not the cave. My favorite part is when you're in a dark place, you of course want to use light. You want to be exploring, and something that we push further is to make sure that fire, that's pretty mundane. We're in this epic fantasy world, so we've got veil fire. It's capable of being lit by ritual. You can keep it burning for a very long time without fuel because it's feeding off magic itself. And as a result, this flame has some special properties which can be very useful when you're exploring. We don't really have time to study these right now. Normally we describe them, take them back to the Inquisition, but with our keeping danger, we've got some fighting to do. Switch over to her abilities, which are built in order to help deal with him. She can use a rock armor potion to toughen herself up, of course. We can use her warlord ability to catch his attention, keep him focused, and with it staying close, she can then use her armor break. It's a special shield bash available to those kinds of warriors that can shatter the armor you'll see around his health bar. Eliminating it leaves it wide open for the rest of the party to take it down. First thing is, your health does not automatically recover. Once you've received your wounds, they stick around for quite some time until you return back to your home base or rest in a camp. This means that you need to be careful with how you're healing. With potions, you only have a limited number. You won't be able to carry stacks of thousands of lesser healing potions anymore. Sorry. Because we're begging for a more realistic feeling. And there's actually an ultimate goal to this. With limited healing, limited health, and no automatic recovery, we're asking you to think about the adventure, not just a single encounter. I don't want you to feel comfortable when you see 3 wolves. I want you instead to consider whether they're worth avoiding, whether they're worth engaging, or whether they're something you want to tackle in order to get their hides or the XP.
For this one, we're going to jump ahead a little bit in time until after we would have finished securing our key.
Demo magic. Based, and the party members, of course, continue to banter and chatter amongst themselves as you explore, but they also can offer help. They can spot things, they can call things out, things you might not otherwise see.
What's there on the cliff face?
Something very, very safe, given the environment.
Now this gives us a long-term goal. How do we reach that cave? Or, you know, long-term goals. The whole valley there is filled with noxious gas, almost impossible for us to get in. And of course, we now realize there's a dragon in the area. We want to make sure that large threats like dragons or enemy fortresses are always visible, something that you are aware of and grow in understanding. And of course, they become part of your long-term plan as you play. Speaking of, this key you can see in the distance here is one that we've been working on in this city. We've had a plan to try and weaken it. We've drawn its troops out to kind of attack them outside the walls. We've managed to voice go well. So it's in worse shape than it normally would be. And a keep like this is a very tough fight. Well, tougher outside of the demo, to be honest. But the simple truth is that, by weakening it, we're actually able to, gain some significant ground. But that's a long-term thing. Short-term, there's a number of significant things we can do in order to improve our odds when we're facing a superior force. The first thing is, of course, your equipment. Very vital part of Inquisition. Here we can look through our weapons, find that, 46. Very powerful. First Inquisitor's Flame, a huge two-handed sword. But we've heard, you guys like to change your party's equipment. And you may notice they're all wearing different armors than they were in Crestwood, because you can absolutely do that. You can change the weapons within their class as well. So let's pull that sword out and take a look, if we could, Inquisition features our deepest crafting system to date. You will be able to forge your own weapons and your own armor and give them the silliest names, whatever. As well as an incredibly intense alchemy system to carry more potions and so on. But all that is great. And we've even got some situational things, as the enemies there are not immediately charging us. We don't have to get up in your face. We want to give you time to prepare. We want to give you time to execute a strategy and to think tactically. But we know there's a specific way you guys like to do that, and that sometimes it requires a change of perspective. Back for every platform. It is never and with it, of course, you can, in pause time, you can issue orders, tell your characters to move to different points, set their targets, tell them to use abilities, leave ice traps. All of that can be done as part of your long-term strategy. And then, without changing your perspective, you can choose to engage. Start time, continue moving with the most free-floating camera we've ever had. Then take your next steps. Continue with your plan, lay it out, and then at any time, return back to full action play over the shoulder, third person. It's up to you how you want to play.